when Steph was in high school, and I don't know if you remember this, it was going into his senior year, and he wanted to go. He wanted to go to ACC school, wanted to go to Duke, and I remember I knew Johnny Dawkins a little better than you did at the time, because I was with David Falk. Johnny was with David Falk. So, and I remember you said, Steph would like to go there, and I called Johnny one day and I said, hey, listen, Dell's son, Stephen, Johnny won't like that I'm telling this, or Coach K, but so what? And so I called, and Johnny said, yeah, I know. He said, let me get back with you. He got back with me the next day. And this was just to walk on. This was just to be a walk on.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, we're full up this year, maybe next year though. And so I gave that information to you. And then I didn't really think about it much more. Stephen signed with Davidson, and I was in my own world at the time, a little painkiller issue, if you don't know. But I looked up one day, and the top 2 scorers in the country for freshmen was a guy named Kevin Durant, and the guy right below him was Stephen Curry. They were both averaging almost 30 points a game their freshman year. Well, Stephen blows up. Of course he does. Now, at the end of that year, everybody in the country wanted Stephen. They thought, he's at Davidson. No way he stays at Davidson. And when I say that, everyone, Kentucky, Tennessee, everyone wanted Stephen to come. Duke, everyone. And I called up Dell and I said, Dell, I got people calling me, can you put me in touch with Dell? And so I called you and I said, hey, 2 or 3 schools here, they're really, interested in having Stephen. And you said, let me get back with you. And so day went by, and now this was Stephen. He was, he's only been out of the house for a year. He's still got a lot of manners, not a real cusser or anything at this point. And you called me and I said, well, what's up? He told me, Dad, if they didn't want me then, I don't want them now. Fuck them. And said, I'm staying at Davidson. And I got goosebumps. I almost started to cry. I was like, that's exactly the answer I hoped I would get. Yeah. Do you remember any of that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I've always been a loyal guy. And I remember the biggest thing when Bob McKillop recruited him, and Stephen knew he wasn't meeting the eye test with the ACC schools. Bob McKillop said, I'll take you just like you are right now. That struck a chord. Plus, Stephen picked Davidson not only for Bob McKillop and the great institution academically, but they were playing a really big, tough D1 schedule. They were playing the Carolinas, the NC States. They were not afraid to play the big boys to get them ready for conference play. So he thought, hey, I'm playing against the guys, the schools that didn't recruit me, didn't want me. I'm going to, play with a chip on my shoulders.